When we get open, come out. Come support these women athletes who work just as hard as the men, and they deserve a pedestal. It's time for them. I'm not asking for bigger, I'm asking for equal, right? So come out and let's help make them equal.
The support for sports is starting to look a little bit different here in Austin.
They're out there and people don't realize it. Women need us. They need us to be watching right now and choosing them over men. And so we've been the last few years all about women's sports. So in 2022, I had an article pop up about Jen Wynn starting the sports bra. And Marlene and I both love sports. And so we were like, wow, this would be awesome. And I looked at Marlene, my wife, and said, I think we could see if Austin could do this. Wouldn't it be great?
But Deborah knows that the job is far from finished.
So it's really the first opportunity where people had to let you play sports. And I think that's huge for girls and women today. And we're trying to do something significant. And so it was just perfect for to take 1972.
Deborah's hopeful that a city like Austin is the ideal place for a bar like this to thrive.
I think we have the population that the other cities have that have been able to create the community. So we have a very comparable population. We're one of the largest fan bases. Just in general, we love sports here in Austin. The most common consumer for women's sports are lesbians, and in the LGBTQ plus community. Austin has the third largest lesbian population in the country. The other major thing is tourism. We are such a tourist city. Putting all that together, we can pay the bills, create a community, have a great time, and also grow the interest and viewership in women's sports.
But that doesn't mean that it hasn't presented its own challenges.
We are leasing from an owner, which was a challenge for us. That was part of the problem, finding space. They didn't want to lease to us because we have no bar or restaurant experience. And once we found the space, the owner was willing to let us lease.
The local community has already begun to bolster the idea behind the bar.
So I've seen it like in the news and on Facebook that it was coming, and then finally we saw that they were having the pre-open today, and I love women's sports, and oh my God, this is a dream come true for a lot of people, I bet. To come to a place that just shows women's sports only is going to be great.
Yeah, huge women's sports fan. I'm transgender, and so like growing up, I played, girls sports, and then, came out, and now like love watching women's sports, especially women's basketball. That's my favorite. So this is like my favorite time of year with March Madness. I mean, there's like a huge diverse crowd of people. There are queer people, there are a lot of women athletes here. I think there are just like a lot of different types of people who are into women's sports. And this is a really great central location. So easy for college students, easy for locals to get around.
You're going to keep seeing them buy their products, their jerseys.
Women's sports teams in the city are even more excited about the opportunity an all-women's sports bar presents. Austin Rise FC is a semi-professional women's soccer club that was founded in the summer of 2022. The founders are hopeful that the bar presents a unique opportunity for both groups to thrive.
Especially with the World Cup coming next year, I think this would be a great place to just have soccer events and also tell people more about soccer and just how nationally recognized it is. And we're just excited to have events here, drink beers, cheers everybody, and just have a good time.
And now that there is a space designated for women's sports, it's like, okay, hands down, this is a phenomenal location for our watch parties to be hosted or for us to do a special event like that for the community.
The 1972 Women's Sports Pub is looking to leave a lasting mark on an ever-changing city's sports scene.